What's up? Get ready to head out. I wanted to do a quick energy check-in. And thanks to Mr. Ellis, I got some guitar strings. See how they work. I don't like this guitar too much, but here, I'll show it to you. Not that I'm going to play it or ever be any good at it. Since I don't like this one anyway. So don't get your hopes up about shit. But it looks like this. Nothing fancy, just black one. My busted string. Because when I'm drinking, I get to going. And, well, I guess it just couldn't take me. They're brand new strings, too. Before we go out, I go over to Mr. So-and-so's house, string it up. I want to see what might be in store for anyone else while I'm away. Please give messages here. Let's give 3 different messages for the greater collective out there. I guess you'll know which one resonates with you. Let's see here. We're going to do it like this. Oh, 3 cards already came out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 piles. And let's get a second one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, ain't that the funny thing about being the collective and the know-it-all? The only way to be that way, you have to not be able to know anything. And everyone tells you that's where you got all the information from. On top of having to pull everything just magically, just out of the darkness. Or, I want this. Got it. Okay, done. Well, that's not very exciting. No shit. No shit. So what's the advantage? If everyone else could have exactly what they need, what they want, and then think that anybody else has more than them, but if they have more than the person they envy, then it shows an imbalance. And we all get that way at times. One way or another. I don't necessarily think like that at all. But I've learned, obviously, because, well, fuck. We learn by watching others. And then going, oh. But then if there's 2 together inside of one, and they won't negotiate, but they're leaning on everyone else, but not exchanging the point of, hey, there's no leaning, but we're all leaning on each other. And that's a tough point. I guess that's where the whole concept of every man has to get to. And it's a really long ways away. And so it was right there at the day each of us was born. Everything else in between is kind of a difficult gap to overcome. Especially when we have to deal with each other and when nobody needs to get hurt. That's just stupid. That won't prove nothing. All it'll prove is, fuck, the family medical bills. Because there's only one family. So we got somebody that doesn't think that there's a family. I bet you they probably have people with them. And that's just kind of weird. Because if there's any family or people, then there's all family and all people. Alright, I'm going to then pull 2 of these. And just rambling. Whatever channel is. Okay. Well, I see I'm on the 3rd one. So, this first pile, I'm told this is a Gemini reading, and you're supposed to see both the opposite of what you want to be and what you hold against yourself in a duality. Meaning, every man and his soul is kind of like this Black Madonna. And that's even weird if, for instance, I don't know, just the opposites of things. Our Lady of the Hermits. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. If we've been wronged or hurt or feel bad about something, then that's exactly our job to fix it, not to take it out on others. Which puts the wheel of fortune in that each person who's been wronged's hands, especially if they believe that there's an imbalance. And it's their job to fix the imbalance, which is usually, weirdly, can be the opposite of what we think. Like, when we see somebody and something about them makes us angry, then the weirdest thing in the world is actually to go over and do the opposite of that. Like, that person makes me angry because of this. And then to fix this wheel of fortune right on the spot. Because the spirit exchange is long-term. So it's best to take care of things right away. If there is something that is that simple. Which most things, when it comes to emotions, are. But when it comes to the body and long-term commitments and work that we're going to be putting in, it can be strung out and a little bit different. The Gemini is reminded to hold on to Horus today, the sun. Instability and equilibrium. They have emotions. And to listen to their emotions as that warrior woman is trying to break out. The one that gets mad, that's the inner woman. See, that's the weird joke. It's not a joke, but like, you'd be like, oh, well, I'll talk about your mom. Oh, if you hit me, oh, look, I just knocked the bitch out. Because she just jumped right up out of you. But you're the man, you're supposed to keep her in control. But if I said that and made you mad, then, oh, damn, then this is getting pretty deep. This shit's too deep. Because then who's the bitch? But the bitch is the one, the emotions that are like getting in between, so two men can't be on a level, you know? And either has to touch each other. And negativity, you know? And so that's a pretty deep joke. It's not funny at all because people die all the time. People get hurt all the time. And it's over nothing. Yeah. Nothing. We're given the air element communicating, but reminded today for Gemini that to keep it balanced against itself in water. So this 39 is in reverse. It's the air element, but instead of communicating, it's about listening to our communications and thinking about them as we're doing them and afterwards to improve the double of this in Gemini, a Virgo, and I analyze. Instead, well, we each analyze something and we make something of it. But then we have to analyze ourselves and the outcome and the greater picture of it. And so this came in reverse. What is there to analyze? If we're working towards better communication, then we're always there and open and what's the right word? Yielding. Second pile here, I'm told this is Capricorn. We're given this competition kind of understanding today. It's Capricorn. With the enlightened feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Yeah, in competition. Right, but if your wisdom puts you into competition, your wisdom's already shy. Because who's trying to beat anybody? And if the enlightened feminine is that one that battles that causes men to either be like, oh, there's some hot legs, I forgot what I'm doing, and then I accidentally, injure my brother at work, or that just gets mad about something. You look to my wife. Don't you fucking look at my wife. I'll fucking kill you. What the fuck? There's 100 people here. Everybody can look at your wife. Everybody can see her. Nobody's gonna touch her. Oh, but I'm taking out on you. Uh-huh. And that's the bitch. That is the divine feminine in its dark form, is how I see it. So the divine feminine, that's not like how I divine feminine, however you want to take that. Then when a man acts like that, that's when he's being the divine feminine. He's fucking sealed up in his head and he's equaling something that he's not even standing on. And he's willing to kill or hurt anybody for no fucking reason at all. And so then there's the little boy as the biggest man in the room that everybody could get killed because his emotions are off and he's not connected to his feminine part. And so there's the dangerous one. And she says, my gut instinct is wise beyond reason, meaning, so if you're bringing up a reason of, oh, well, I have a reason to pick on, to say anything. Fuck. Yeah, what's your gut instinct telling you then? You should probably shut the fuck up. Is where we all end up, like, we're the right spots to be, kind of. And somebody had to have the conversation. I don't know. Here we are. Tied to each of us dealing with this Capricorn aspect in ourself of Apophis, the endless snake of darkness and death, tied to the roots of people's places, things, beliefs, emotions that we haven't ever dealt with. What somebody else said, and then we take what somebody else said, but then we don't have a connection or a relation to the person we're going after. So then we don't really have any right to go there no matter what we know, kind of thing. So we got boundaries, and I will, Leo. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? We all have to work on that. And better boundaries isn't no contact. It isn't not talking about emotions. It's not talking about it's not avoiding. So where is it if boundaries have to be spoken? But then that's where the problem always comes up, right? So then this third pile, I'm told today is for Leo, for what it's worth. As I get ready to go see Leo. He's awesome. So we got this Queen of Cups coming up. Or is for Leo today. Tied to Bridget, the goddess of the eternal flame, Queen of Cups. We're crossing the gap between heaven and hell, between abundance and emptiness, void. But both are about the same, because in the place of abundance, you don't need any more, and you're surrounded, you still got plenty more to go. And hell is just the same. You're empty, but weren't you always? And everything is empty. So what is there to have? And it's the same token, the same place of exchange. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. With Queen of Cups there for Leo. With Mihin, protection. We had this earlier today. The snake protects the boat, and the snake up here has legs. It's a pretty badass snake. And with Mihin, we have, for Leo here, Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, wanted to join us. Where this is very much the feminine aspect of this reading and strength. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. The last one, it was about boundaries and cutting division. Competition, but no competition. First one was all about mind, but no mind. And finished it off with considering seeding the light, laying foundations. And what for? Well, for one, the what for is why are we here now? And what are we going to get in the future is both sides of the same coin here. We have the North Node, 41, life's purpose. Well, what are we doing all the time? Okay, well, then that's life. That's the purpose. And then where we're going? Well, for life, because that's the purpose. And what's in between? The same thing, along with why are we going? And where we come from? Jupiter's return, 49, benefits. Sometimes, like when we're all just laying around in bed, it benefits just to be like, I'll get up, I'll go for a walk just across the street, to go to get the mail or some shit. And what's the benefit in that? But all benefits can be equal to that. And sometimes things just need to change. So there's our afternoon reading for Saturday, 5/10. And what is it? 6:15. So I'll see you soon. Check you later.